Hello.
Hello, my friends.
Happy Wednesday.
Yes, another session with Tracey, and I'm ready. I'm getting my cards ready. Thank you for your support, and thank you for helping me with keeping the channel for so long.
Thank you to everyone that submitted questions for me. I love it. There's a lot this week, so I apologize if you don't hear your question. I try and hold them over for the following week if I can't get to all of them. And if you would like to submit a question for next time, remember you can send them to psychicvioletta.questions@gmail.com, and there's a copy of the email in the description below. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and share.
Okay, and please write questions for me, because I need them. And there is so much going on, gosh, with that. I don't know if you will have questions about that FBI going to that house. Yeah.
I think I had one, and if I don't, then we'll talk to you guys about the one question that we got asked in the live stream. But yeah, it feels like there's just so much going on these days.
Because on my live stream we just finished, I answered that. And full moon tonight, so please put your rocks, your jewelry somewhere that the full moon can reach it, and put the open jar with the water so the moon can charge it. We had beautiful moon, and it was not full moon today.
Oh, it was gorgeous last night.
And who knows, tonight we're supposed to have wind, so we might not have it. So I was charging already yesterday. I thought, in case tomorrow will be windy and cloudy.
And all that.
So
yeah. All right, so my first question for you guys is, for Violetta, from you guys, is from Amanda. Thank you so much for your kind comments.
Thank you.
She was talking about how she recently had a dream that a huge volcano was erupting near her, and it really stuck with her. And she does live about an hour away from Mount St. Helens, or Lewitt, her native name. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. So anyway, she was hoping that you could do a reading on volcanic activity in the Pacific Northwest. We are on the Ring of Fire, but haven't had any major seismic activity for a while. But yeah, wondering if you can do a reading on the volcanic activity. 1, 2, 3.
It's like it's coming. It's you imagine yourself, you have barrel, and it's moving, and there is a wooden bean on it, and the bean is kind of from this position going down, and it will touch something, and it will be explosion. So it is coming. I don't know when, but it's coming kind of. So many places on the earth will be affected, not only one. We will all share that, not the best, and intuitively we know that Yellowstone Park is the area that could happen, and we were passing by once by St. Helena, and the damage on the mountains was horrific.
Yeah. I really appreciated Amanda's comment. You know, she spoke about not being afraid, that she has her emergency kit ready at all times, and I think that's always a good idea to have emergency kits ready to go, because, you know, it's better to be prepared than to be left in that panic, right?
And talking about emergency kit, make sure you have enough dog food and cat food, because what's going on in England and USA, it's not easy to imagine, but it's getting worse and worse. 80,000 truck drivers, they need to start dealing with the situation, but they have to educate those drivers. So there is such a shortage of truck drivers, and that it's will be causing some food shortages. I bought a big bag for my Vivi that will be for 1 year for her, and she's used to eat just the human food, so I'm fine. but some dogs, when you will put them only on the human foods, they will die. That was my always worries, that I never let my dogs to eat only humans, only dog foods, because when I was in England, my girlfriend, she lost her parents. She was from Poland, but she went to funeral for her both parents. They died week apart after one another, and they gave her a little Shih Tzu dog. And she took that dog to Poland, and in Poland they never had any food dogs, and that dog was just used to the food dogs, so it died. So I'm always making sure that my dogs are both ways, so they can eat whatever.
Yeah.
Especially Vivi, she is such. She doesn't want the dry food too much. I have to mix with the regular one.
From Fran, could Merrick Garland have been blackmailed by DonDon, perhaps threatening his family? Seems odd that he stressed his love of family while being interviewed for the AG position, and after that seems to be frightened to do the job he was placed in the job to do.
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
There might be something about this, because I see a beautiful gold frame like the one that I have there, and it looks like part of this is not, it's moving. Frame, it's for framing someone. It's not the whole frame, it's just a little part is kind of loose, so he might be afraid. Of course, all of them are afraid for the family's lives, because that can be a damage. He wants to do the best job that he can do it. He is such an old-fashioned, reliable person, but he's old. They think that when we are older, we are the same as we were younger. No, we are not. I know that I'm not as strong and mentally and health-wise. My energy is not the same as it was. So, yes, he is worried about things. Yes, he is so afraid of losing someone. He loves his family, but he loves his country too. I think he would be doing as good as possible, but he needs a doctor, simple doctor. So his health might be in jeopardy. So there is some moving parts in that frame.
Okay. Thank you for that question.
Thank you.
From Josie, I am a Canadian currently living in France. Can you tell me what is the future for France, as there is a new presidential election coming up next year?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Oh God, they have to watch for the black money coming their way. So there will be a lot of black money coming, and the black money is usually from Russia and from other countries. So that will be influential. And Macron is not as popular as he was. When we are outside, we love them. Like Trudeau is so popular all over the world. Obama was popular all over the world. But when you are in the country, some people will be giving different opinions about those leaders. And, to us, Macron is a nice guy. Even he stood up to USA. But I think there will be some black money coming, and there will be some changes. A lot of work will be done. They have to keep balance who will be chosen. And there will be 2 parties that they have to figure out which one will be going. So there is 2 parties, and the male will be the winner, not the woman.
Okay. Thank you for that question, Josie.
Thank you.
Okay, from Kitty.
Thank you.
So kind of 2 questions built into here. So with the twice impeached false ex-president, aka Dum Dum, on the sidelines, we don't hear much about Russia anymore, she feels. I am assuming Putin and his comrades are really enjoying the disruption he played such a big part in creating in the US. Can you see if Putin and Russian agents are still actively involved in supporting financially and coordinating ongoing conflict in the U.S.?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. It is like in Roman times they have those masks on the theater.
Yes.
So everything is behind the scenes, behind the mask. So there is so much going on. We don't see it because we just have the first impression, but we don't know who is playing. Yeah, they will be doing some damages and dismissing some good people. They are still will be in the Republican Party's corner because they want to help them, and they will be hanging there for sure, waiting for the moment of opportunity to rejuvenate the party and even the stigma about DonDon. They want him to be. And that way they are destroying the Republican Party.
Right. So as a follow-up question, will DonDon and Putin ever meet again in person?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
I see a plane who needs to land and it's making some pirouettes like there was a for kids that program, and then there was a train and the plane a long time ago, and someone is jumping on a parachute from the plane. I have the feeling that DonDon will be jumping out of the parachute because the legal things will be running after him, so he will go for the strong support, and we will never trust him again. He will run away probably to Russia, so they will meet.
Thomas the Train Engine?
Yeah.
Sorry, it bothers me when I can't get something right away.
Yeah, me too. And the train was, the voice was given by one of the Beatles.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that I
What is his?
didn't know.
Oh gosh.
I can name the Beatles. No, can I name the Beatles?
Oh yes.
Yeah, I can name the Beatles, but I can't tell you what different instruments they played. I'm not that good.
No?
No. Well, John Lennon would have sang.
Oh yes.
Well, I mean, they all sang.
People will write down right away too. And I know.
Don't hate me too much for not knowing.
Yeah. How can you not?
The amount of I have ballet. I could tell you different ballet composers.
On the end of my tongue. Oh my gosh.
Okay, from Bin Zhao.
Oh, well, okay, because I have to think about this question. It will come. Ringo Starr, of course. Smart me. Better Lisa. I knew it's just sometimes we are not as fast as we want to be.
I feel that.
I was yesterday at the dentist's office for without freezing, so I'm kind of iffy.
Okay, sorry, from Bin Zhao. Who will be the next NYC mayor after de Blasio? Will this mayor be progressive like Senator Sanders? Will NYC ever have an Asian mayor?
Did they choose already? Because I thought that they were choosing, and it was the black guy. Why I feel that was... Yeah.
Bill de Blasio, since 2014.
That's him, and then after him, next, there was some...
I think that's still... It's the next election is scheduled in November.
Okay, but wait...
And yeah, there's Eric Adams is running, and Curtis...
Yeah.
Sliwa?
Okay, 3 cards. I feel that Adams will be the next 3 cards.
1.
I already felt that he is on.
2. 3.
Because the other guy is Republican and New York is very much Democrat. Yeah, there will be we will sleep on it, and all the polls will be showing that he is the winner. Yes, Adams. And I said that he is a black guy. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, from Terry Marie. I read a news article that there is a drug for Lyme disease. Will this drug lead to the end of Lyme disease?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
It is probably very expensive, because I see again symbol of money. And they have the scale, like the lawyer's scale, so it has
Justice
scale. So they have to see how profitable it is, and if it's worth it. Yes, that medication is ready, the doctors knows, and it will help the families, rainbow of the families. So it is something that, you have to watch when you will have a tick. Because
my friend's father has it, and actually I have a coworker with it as well.
Yeah, my girlfriend will die of it.
Yeah, anytime we go camping, that's something we are very, very careful
and
of.
You have to check on the dogs, because
all the time. Not only just on us, but the dogs get checked.
One, and we were lucky to pull it right away.
It's
put
scary.
A lot of Vaseline, so there was such a amount that the animal was not able to stay there. The tick, and we pull it with the pincette.
Terry Marie has another one. I love the way you guys write sometimes. I am 70 vintage years, and growing up and into my 30s, at night, the sound of crickets was a nightly occurrence. It stopped, and I rarely hear them. Now it's the birds. I've always enjoyed waking up to birds talking and singing at my window and all through the days. They flew around talking and singing. It stopped at the beginning of 2021. I don't see them in a tree in front of our yard. In front of our home, sorry. I rarely, and I mean rarely, see or hear them singing. I miss them. What is happening to the crickets and the beautiful birds?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
Oh. Yes, the Mother Earth, I'm seeing Mother Earth, so it is something that related to the climate change and so on. And maybe there is another Mother Earth who is feeding them. Like, I'm feeding them like crazy. My husband especially. But lately I'm doing the same. I bought them the bell that they are chewing, and we can see more and more. Because
we just have annoying magpies.
Now, we have, and they are stealing from the squirrel because we are giving her nuts. 1 package of nuts, 2 kilograms, they can eat one week.
It's just, I know some people might like magpies. Why I don't like them is because we literally watch them chase the other birds off and attack them. And that, I hate seeing that. Because otherwise we have, sweet little blue jays and robins and these tiny, I don't know what the little ones are, but, very sweet little birds. And otherwise you watch these magpies chase them off, and it just breaks my heart.
Yeah, but, it's Mother Nature. They all need to live, and we have to accept them. And I'm feeding all of them. The blue jays and the magpie, they are eating the same from square. So we are giving
I don't mind feeding them as long as they don't chase the other ones off.
Yeah, it is the climate change, that the legal things has to be done to protect people, because of there is nothing done, not enough work is done, and everything is changing, going for the wrong direction. So we have to make sure that the animals will be protected some way. But if you can, I have wonderful bird feeder, because it's a gazebo on the pedestal. So the snow or rain is not hitting the gazebo, and I'm feeling like Mother Earth feeding them. But we hear a lot of them still, maybe because the climate is not as affected over here. We have only one big thing in Nova.
It feels like we've barely had any rain this year, that we have not had...
Hardly any rain.
We've had hardly any rain, which is very unfortunate.
And that the river is so dry. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's very low. From Jolene, and I apologize if I'm saying your name wrong.
Jolene.
Why is Prince Harry looking so constantly unhappy?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
His rebellion, and he was so used to have the authority in his country. Everything was yes, sir. And now he doesn't have that. So he is angry, and he wants to be, he wants to find that everyone is his enemy, kind of. Yeah, he is missing the power that he had, the status, the dysfunctional family. They are not very happy about this, the family that is. No family is perfect. There is no a perfect family. There is always something. And that surprised everyone, because he was not ready for that. He thought that he will have the same authority everywhere, and he has a lot of power, a lot of authority, but not as much as he used to have. And they were covering for him, and no one is covering for him anymore.
Yeah.
So if he will go party with his body, the whole world will know.
Yeah.
Especially his wife. And she's not the easy girl to forgive. She gave him a tough time.
She's a strong woman.
She is, and that's what he needs. He needs a woman who can keep her ground.
Why have no pictures been released of baby Lilibet?
Yes, but
1, 2, 3.
They didn't show us too many pictures of Archie as well at the beginning. Just once.
Like, my assumption is privacy.
It is probably because I know that they didn't show too much about Archie, and even the pictures that we see about him, we can't really judge his character or anything. From a distance, only on the beach I have seen him. Yeah, we eventually will see them in the future. They want the kids to have a regular life. Privacy, being cute, being crazy, being naughty. Beginning of their life, yes. And that's many people don't want to post that anymore. They want to keep this private, so that I had a dream, tonight, that someone was abducted. And I was witnessing this, and I felt so bad. Yeah, they have to watch for anyone to trying to abduct the children, not children's, whoever.
Okay, I have one last question for us today, and then then we have something to wrap it up with. So from Scott.
Thank you, Scott.
At the time of this email, news has come that the Secretary of State, Colin Powell, has passed due to COVID. How will his legacy be written for future generations?
3 cards.
1, 2, 3.
He's holding in one hand a star for stardom, another hand rock, which is pulling him down. So it will be mixed feelings. He is, great, but everyone makes some mistakes, and he admits that he made some mistakes. So it's not a completely perfect picture. There will be something that will be pulling him down. Yeah, the choices that he made, especially to going to Iraq. And negotiation, he was wonderful negotiator, so the angel will be protecting him, but he had a lot of headaches, feeling like he is outsider. He wants to connect with everyone, and he was the most popular person when the Clinton was coming to presidency, that time he could even fight for presidency. But it is black and white kind of picture that we will see of him.
Okay, so Shant?
Yes.
Shant565
Oh, yes.
wrote a really sweet comment and was asking about my
She said,
skincare.
when you are coming close to the camera, your skin is so beautiful. So share us your
My routine.
beauty secrets.
And I apologize. I was actually going to bring some of my products to
I wrote to her
show. I know,
yesterday.
and I always forget. I always manage to forget. I'm like halfway here, and I'm like, oh shoot. I have to admit, I have always just been quite lucky that I've had pretty decent skin. I do have a tendency to break out, like if I'm stressed or upset. I do get some little breakouts. The masks have not really helped either. One of the biggest things that I do though is I drink a lot of water to really help kind of like flush. But there is a skincare line that I really love, and one of the things I love about it is that it's affordable. And if you go to the website, they will help you. Like you kind of tell them what you're specifically looking for, and it's a company called The Ordinary or Abnormal Beauty. Both names will take you to the same place. And really good products. So I use they've got like a facial cleanser I use their moisturizer, and then they also have different like little serums that I use. There's some for like under my eyes because I do have a tendency to have really dark skin under my eyes. Part of that's hereditary because of my mom. But the other thing that I use, it's become more and more popular recently, is something called gua sha. And then I use a rose quartz roller. So gua sha is basically, it's like a crystal. You can get a jade one. I use rose quartz. And it's it looks like a smooth stone basically, but it has little notches. And you use it to kind of sculpt along the skin. So I use it kind of along my jaw, up my cheeks to help kind of, prevent wrinkles and all that kind of stuff. And then same thing, there's jade rollers. Again, I use a rose quartz roller. That's just what I prefer, and it's the same thing. It's a roller that you use on your skin. And when I'm in the shower, I also do like an exfoliation. But one of the other best things that I ever did was I went and got a facial from, it's a chain. They're called SCOA. They're like a Scandinavian company. And I went and got a facial from them, and they made recommendations afterwards of what they felt my skin would kind of benefit from. And yeah, I'm not always great at my skincare routine, but
yeah, I can't use anything, just a soap, and if I sometimes I use the brown sugar to
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
wash.
you can always make your own scrubs too, like out of like coffee grounds and olive oil. I know some people use
because that's natural and it's not hurting the earth.
Yeah, yeah. But I can maybe try and remember to post a link to the company that I use for the other products. And like I said, it's affordable too, which is the other thing I like. Like their cleanser is like $10, just to put that in perspective, is in comparison to, I know some are like $80 for a thing of cleanser, which I just
wash 2 times a day, and I'm using my oil of creme, but that's all my life.
Yeah, and I don't really wear makeup either. I've never been a big makeup person. I do my eyebrows to make them a bit darker, and I put mascara on, and that's
what
it.
I do. I just put the lineups.
Yeah. So I try and just keep my face
clean. Because we can make the men's board. We want to pray for peace on the earth, for security, for that the people in the power wouldn't make mistakes, because Colin Powell show us that that's possible, and they can be deceiving the information that they are getting. So we want to pray that there will be no anyone making those mistakes, so no one will go for the wars without any good real background. And we want to pray for peace, love, and prosperity on the earth. Okay? And Vivi is helping. Take care of yourself. Thank you so much, and be safe. Be protected from the coronavirus. I love you guys. See you, and please put likes if you can, then the video will have more promotions. Thank
you all so much.
And write me comments. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.